All right, new shelf. So I have this problem. I have this old. I was working on figuring out a table, so I made a miniature version of it. And of course, one of the problems I have is workbench wiggles when I'm banging on heavy stuff. So these will tip over. And so I need to come up with something to replace holding all of that stuff, as well as some of the small stuff on it. And so I designed this 3D printed table system. Pulled in modular pieces. So what I'm going to do is I have these feet that go in the bottom, and these have little holes on them to screw into the surface, but we need to make sure they line up with the holes. So the easiest way to do that is just snap them down on this table, or the shelf, flip it over and figure out where I want my location. There are, inside of there, little holes that go all the way through, so I can reach those screw heads. So just take and grab some little screws. Doesn't have to be anything super deep, it just has to hold it from wiggling around too much. Drop one of them in each hole. A little 10mm wide hole inside the shelf top helps to make sure the screws remain upright. Oh, that looks good. Shelf off. First set of uprights. I'm going to use the shorter ones. I printed varying lengths of these. Handles that. Shelf can go in. Got my shelf. Now I want the space between the first shelf and the second shelf to be a little longer. These are 15 centimeters tall. If I wanted, I could take and add in additional ones for more height, but I don't want to. I also want to make sure stuff that I'm putting in there isn't sliding all over the place. Tight fit, because I don't want everything sliding all over the damn place. Suppose I could have put that on from the bottom. In fact, put it on from the bottom instead of from the top. That way I don't have to slide it through the absolute entire thing. Bottom. And bottom. I can take that. I can toss stuff in it and it's not going anywhere. Stick another one on here. Now this one, I actually do want the border to be at the top of the pegs, because I don't want these to fall off. So this on just down. So they're right even at the top. And then take this on these little caps. They're designed and printed. There. Perfect.